buyers may actually be responsible for paying their buyer agent's commission, ultimately relieving home sellers from this financial obligation. And there are still some conditions that are pending. But on March 15, 2024, the National Association of Realtors has come up with a settlement with 3 key terms. Let's go over them. Now, let's go over the first term of this settlement. The NAR has proposed to pay a whopping $418 million over the next 4 years. Secondly, the NAR has proposed a new rule that's going to prohibit buyer agents' compensation or commission from being communicated on the MLS. However, homeowners can still offer a commission to a buyer's agent as long as it's not communicated via MLS. Okay, so now we're here. Let's go over the rationale behind taking off buyer agent commissions from the MLS. So this rationale is because a lot of home sellers fear that if they don't offer a buyer agent a commission or a low commission, that buyer agent is actually going to steer their client away from that property. If it's a 2% or if it's a 0%, they're going to look at that and say, hey, 2%, 2.5%, 3%, let me go to the 3%. So that's the rationale and the thinking behind a home seller. Is it true? Possibly. You know, we're all human beings. There are some individuals who do not take their fiduciary duty that serious and would rather get a higher compensation paid for the services that they provide. And I can see how home sellers would feel this way. So let's go to the third key term for the settlement. So the third key term is now the NAR is requiring all MLS members, otherwise known as realtors, to enter into a written agreement with all of their buyers. This is no big surprise, and this isn't new. I've used exclusive agreements with all of my buyers, but now they just want to make sure that it's going to promote more transparency throughout the transaction, and ultimately having a situation where buyers actually know the value that their agent is giving them. And if they have to pay a buyer agent commission because the seller somehow sees that they shouldn't, at that point, they should know the cost that will be allocated for them to have that exclusive representation. It's crucial for any buyer to have exclusive representation with a selling agent. They need somebody in their corner who's going to have their best interests. An agent that has a fiduciary duty to negotiate the best terms, to ultimately get them the best price possible, seller credits, repairs, and I would say most importantly, not have them end up in court because the legal documents were written incorrectly. A lot of things can happen. So let's go to the 2 main reasons why this settlement is going on in the first place. Okay, so the 2 main objectives for this settlement, one being it's going to release liability from NAR members, associations, the MLS. So that's the main thing. They don't want to keep dragging this case on and spending all this money and ultimately, not protecting their members, which is a good thing. Also, it's going to preserve consumer choice. So now there's going to be a lot more choice that buyers and sellers have. So now we might see different forms of commission where it's, a fixed commission to where they have a certain price. It's not going to be a percentage of the sale. That might happen. There might be all sorts of things that are going on. But the end goal is really for the consumer and just to put them in the best position possible. Ultimately, it's going to come down to value. If there's no value provided, the real estate market is going to change. I don't believe that that's going to happen. I feel that a lot of these agents that just got their license are going to fizzle out, and the agents that provide value are going to continue to help buyers and sellers achieve their goals. So if you found this interesting, or if you know anybody who is looking to buy or sell, in the next few months because This is going to go live mid-July, so it's important. If they don't want to, see what happens and have to end up paying a buyer agent commission, maybe they should start looking now. But let's just say they want to buy after, please send them this video just so they can have an up-to-date, idea of what's going on. And also, if you want to have up-to-date facts of what's going on with the National Association of Realtors settlement, please comment or text me NAR, and I'll send you up-to-date fact sheets on what's going on. So once again, my name is Bryce McBride. I hope you found this, useful in some way. And if you did, please like and share.